My name? It's Michael Spatola. Where was I born? I was born in Summers Point, New Jersey. First movie job, kind of a cult classic. It's called Return of the Living Dead. I can make up, I made monsters. When I'm not on set doing makeup, I spend time with other designers at MEL, where my office is located. As a group, we all keep the creative juices flowing through constant interaction. You can never tell what you're going to find hanging around.
You're in
Is somebody
there.
in there? Hello? This wall that I'm making here represents the other hanging wall. It separates the two halves of the front of this mold. So the next part of this process, once we finish this wall, and it's all cleaned up and ready to go, is to cover it with a release and then make a fiberglass mold on top of this. When that fiberglass is done and hardened, like this one is, we pull the clay wall off, clean it up, and then make the other half of the mold. So this will end up being a big back of the mold and two front pieces. Then, when we put it all back together on this core, we fill it with foam latex and it create a skin that looks like this sculpture.
Hey there, little Red Riding Hood. You sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf could want. Ow!
Popular. I have been nominated for several industry awards, a couple of Emmy awards, and a couple of Cable Ace Award nominations. Nominated several times, never got a statue. Anyway, after many years in the film industry, I decided it was time to settle down, start a family, and that's really hard to do when you're in the movie business because you can't start a family if you're away from your spouse for 6 months out of the year or 4 months or whatever. And it also doesn't make for a very easy relationship. So over a 4-year process, I get out of the film industry. I opened up a photography studio. That was another love of mine. And I did that for many years. I started doing actor headshots, model portfolios, thinking, wow, it's LA, there's a never-ending supply of models and actors that need photography. I narrowed that down to doing two specific product lines, one being boudoir and one being children. Last couple of years, the economy really was failing, and photography is sort of a luxury business. Nobody's going to die if they don't buy my photography. I closed my studio after 20 years. I was 12 years old when I got my first paying job. It was a Frankenstein head. I even put the bolts in the neck. I got paid a whopping $12. My name is Mike Spatola. I am a makeup artist of 30 years, and I wrote a book recently called The Monstrous Makeup Manual. The idea from this book came from my inspiration when I was a kid, the Dick Smith Do-It-Yourself Monster Makeup Handbook. It was a book that I got when I was 10 years old and ate it up. And it basically had all these really cool out-of-the-kit makeup techniques. And that's where the inspiration came from. I wanted to do an updated that was written in the 1960s. I wanted to do an updated version that had all the new technology, the prosthetic transfers, silicone appliances, as well as the paint and powder makeups and out-of-the-kit techniques. This is a question I've had to answer a lot because when my publisher came to me, they asked me the same question: what's going to make this book different from every other makeup book out there? And overwhelmingly, the people who've read the book says it's fun. There's a lot of prep work that takes place when working in the horror makeup business. Sculptures are made, molds, pliable scars and wounds are prepared, painting, gluing, hairs inserted, warts. There's no end to what can be done. If you were to ask me what I'll be doing with my family for this Halloween, I guess I would have to say nothing.